Hello guys, a very good evening to everyone. Kindly confirm am I audible and my screen is visible to each one of you. Please give me the confirmation am I audible and my screen is visible to each one of you. We'll start with today's lecture, a very interesting one, and I hope you will like this particular method. Definitely. Yes. Thank you so much for the clarification. Yes. So, in today's lecture, we are going to look at an important concept of jurisprudence, that is, all the acts as well as their year of establishment, in the sense which all acts came in which year, along with we will be studying their aims and objectives. Okay? Along with aims and objective, we are going to see or look at this thing, but in a very, very new way. You just have to see this riddle in front of you. Every act has been in the riddle format. You have to guess that this particular riddle is talking about which particular act. Okay? And based on this, we will decode it, we will learn it, how to know which act is this, what it is talking about, and what are those objectives which are behind the formation of a particular act. So, are you all ready? Please get me the thumbs up, get some energy, and let me know whether you people are ready for this particular interesting class of jurisprudence. Let me know ASAP. Are you people ready and excited as well? I want to see what is the josh of this particular class. Let me get the quick confirmation from all of you. A very interesting one. Yes. So let's get started with today's class. First riddle in front of you, and you have to guess and give me the comment as well. I want each and everyone to comment. Whether it is wrong, right, that doesn't matter. You have to initiate. You have to at least try that whether I am on the right track or not. There are some specific acts. Okay, so even if you know the starting of an act, or even if you know one word of that act, that is also enough that you are going very well right. First riddle is telling you that if it kills or causes pain, if it kills or causes pain, I am the law, you that must restrain. Okay? If it kills or causes pain, I am the law that must restrain. I track and store what is deadly to sip. I track and store what is deadly to sip and punish those who let it slip. A very interesting riddle. Based on this, you can very well guess what it is talking about. It is something, it is talking about some substances or some act which control a substance which is very deadly or which is having the killing perspective. Yes, Kurni, very correct. Other people try to guess it. Let me see, even you can guess it or not. Based on this, you have to guess it what could be. Now see, this is talking about some law which will restrict the substance which have the probability of having an harmful effect to your body or to anybody's body. Okay, if you are sipping it or you are taking it or you are doing some kind of illegal transportation with this kind of thing, all the regulations are done by this particular act. And which act is this? None other than, as you people told, it is all about the Poisonous Act of 1919. Yes, you people thought it correct that it is all about Poisonous Act of 1919, in which this particular act, you must remember, this was the year of 1919. No, not drug and psychotropic. You will get to know what kind of act is, but you must remember it is something which is dangerous. It may kill you. Okay, so it is about it may kill you. That means it is kind of very harmful, right? So it will be related to poisonous. So it is the Poisonous Act of 1919. Okay, do remember the year. It is the year of 1919. We are going to see in the progressive manner. Okay, from first till the last, whatever the latest recent acts are there. Now the objective of this act is to control the poisonous substance. Okay, trafficking of poisonous substance, the trade of poisonous substance. The objective of this particular act is to control the IPS, that is import, possession, and even the sale. Okay, not even not just import, not just export. It try to control the import, whether which poisonous are getting imported, for possession as well as the sale of the poisonous substances. So this is the act, Poisonous Act of 1919. Do remember the year and remember the basic stuff behind it. Let us go towards the next act and the next riddle. In front of you is, okay, let me go through this riddle for you. Ensure that you also try to give answer for this. I guard what you swallow. Okay, I guard what you swallow, inject or apply. I guard this thing. Okay, whatever you swallow or whatever you inject or whatever you apply, I am the one which are looking at you. I am the particular act which is looking at you. Ensure it is safe or I will question why. Okay, I guard what you swallow, inject or apply. Ensure it is safe or I will question why. From lipstick to pills, I oversee all. From lipstick to pills, I think you must be getting what act it is talking about. Without my stamp, your drug may fall. From lipstick to pill, I oversee all. Without my stamp, your drug may fall. Who am I? Which act am I? This is which particular act? Can you people let me know? Yes, very, very, very well done. You people are so intelligent, you know it already. It is talking about, yes, correct, Kurni, then Padmavati, next is Pavitra, yes, good going. Bankuru, a slight modification. You can see, try to take the clue from whatever it is. Okay, try to take the clue. What the act will be covering this particular thing, right? Yes, Teju. Then VP, yes, correct. All Rohit Sharma, you are also correct. It is talking about none other than your favorite, everyone's favorite, Drug and Cosmetic Act. Okay, do remember this thing. This particular thing is Drug and Cosmetic Act, and the year is 1940. Drug and Cosmetic Act, to be more specific, it came into picture on, in the sense, it came in force on 10th of April 1940, and there is a rule of 1945, right? 10th of April 1940 or rule 1945, you can go for what? You can go for whole date, okay? But still, some people, if want to know the whole date, I am writing it, and whole date to be remembered for only few particular acts, okay? And I will be giving you all those acts. Understood? So it is talking about Drug and Cosmetic Act, and in the riddle itself, the objective has been hidden. Okay, in the riddle itself, you can see the objective has been hidden, that it will guard, in the sense this act guards everything. This act have a control on everything, whether it is manufacturing, whether it is import, whether it is export, whether it is distribution, whether it is sale of drug and cosmetic. Okay, everything has been guarded by this act. Whatever you swallow, whatever you inject, whatever you apply, everything has been under the control of Drug and Cosmetic Act. And you, if you are not following, see, without my stamp, that means if you are not following this particular aspects or provisions of this particular act, then your drug may fall. In the sense, your drug will not get legalized. Got it? So you must follow all the provisions of Drug and Cosmetic Act, and this is what it is. Do remember, Drug and Cosmetic Act 1940 is the year of its establishment. Let's go for the next riddle. All of you ready? Let's go. Next riddle is in front of you. To sell the pills, you need a skill. To sell the pills, you need a skill. With knowledge and ethics and patient's goodwill. Register with me, then you are free to be chemist with a degree. Can you tell me who am I? Which act am I? To sell the pills, you need skill. Okay, first keyword. Next, with knowledge and ethics, patient goodwill. Goodwill is the next keyword. Register is the third keyword. Register with me, then you are free To be chemist with a degree. What act it is talking about? Again, an important act, and you people will definitely know which act is it. Yes, VP, going correct. Purni, again you are correct. Other people at least try. Pavitra, yes, correct. See, the keywords, based on keywords, you people told correct. Rohit Sharma correct. Bankuru correct. VP, you are also correct. To sell a pill, you need a skill. That means nobody, no, not a common layman person can sell a drug. Okay, a random person cannot sell a drug. You need a skill, and not just skill, but you also need a degree. Okay, so that's why skill and degree, both of them are okay, but you should also be ethical, right? You are dealing with something which is very crucial, that is our life. You are dealing with something very crucial, that is life. And the goodwill is also important, ethical practice is also important. So it is talking about the Pharmacy Act of 1948. Okay, Pharmacy Act of 1948. Do remember the year 1948. This particular acts ensure the educational regulation in the pharmacy field. Okay, if I am talking about degree, so it is all about the education regulation. Then about the pharmacist training stuff. What the procedure for becoming a pharmacist? Any whether it is diploma, whether it is bachelor's, to become any of the pharmacists, what all procedures, what all provisions you must follow, what all thing you must know, what all training and practical period you must go on, the course and the syllabus of the act, not act, as a degree qualification required, all those stuff which is related to get you registered as a pharmacist. Okay, all the stuff to get yourself registered with the pharmacist, it is acting about the Pharmacy Act of 1948. Understood till now? Anybody having any doubt? Going all right? You are loving the way? I should hear some point whether you like the way of this thing, or it's kind of again you feel it is not going the way you wanted, or it is okay. Let me see your comments also. Try to interact. If you speak, then I should also know that what your mind tells you. Are you feeling interesting, boring, whatever it is? Then we'll go for the next act. Thank you. Yes. So the next act it is where pills are made and bottles are packed. Okay, this is kind of I could say you might get confused in this act, but try to ensure you will get it correct. Where pills are made and bottles are packed or bottles packed, I check that no safety is lacked. Clean and bright with rest and light, I ensure workers' legal right. Vishwa, I am not sure about it. At least my lecture will be like that only. My lecture will be like that only. You don't worry about this thing. Tell me, pills are made and bottles packed. I check that no safety lack. Clean and bright with rest and light, I ensure workers' legal right. Let me see what you can. Safety is one thing, rest is one thing, then legal right is one thing. Which act it is? This is kind of an act which we usually don't prefer to learn much more about it, but it is also important act. Okay, it is also important act. Can you even guess it? So that would be also okay. But workers' legal right is one keyword, rest is one keyword, safety is another keyword, and where bottles are made, bottles are packed, pills are made. So can you imagine what this line is talking about? This line is talking about what? No, I am talking about act. You cannot go into the repacking license, VP. There is an act which ensure workers' legal right. Okay. If you are not getting it, let me reveal it. No, it is not talking about wages. Wages are not written here. You cannot tell. Can you think it? Give. But Raj Purohit, you are very close. Very close. Very close. Let me see. Wages nahi hai. No, not manufacturing act. There is no manufacturing act. I am telling you, you might get confused. Yes, Raj Purohit, very, very, very good. Very correctly told. Now I will reveal it. It is all about Factories Act of 1948. Okay, this is the act. See, where pills are made and bottles are packed. In the sense, it is talking about the manufacturing sector. Okay, but in the manufacturing sector as well, it is talking about the place, a place where manufacturing is happen. Okay, talking about the place where manufacturing is happening, but it is ensuring that safety is there. Okay, then it is ensuring that adequate rest would also be there, and it is ensuring workers' legal rights. So, Factories Act of 1948, to be more specific, you can remember it was established on 23rd of September 1948. In Factories Act of 1948, you must get to know which all people are eligible to work in the industries. Okay, what should be the work hours? Okay, work hour, then rest time. Apart from it, you must also be looking at the thing like the what what we say, all the perks which they are getting it, all the legal right a worker, what all legal right a worker should get in any industry. Children should not be there applied for the hazardous industries, what should be the age limit for the children, and all those stuff are included. What should be like, there is a provision, then women, if there are more than 30 women, then crèche facilities to be given. All those things is ensured by the Factories Act, because Factories Act look at the worker's perspective, look from the perspective of a worker. Okay, so if somebody is working in the factory, then we should also take care of them. So this Factories Act ensure this particular thing, and it also talk about safety officer, it also talk about welfare officer, right? So all those things given in the Factories Act, it take care of the workers from the workers perspective, all the provisions given here. So do remember this thing. Factories Act of 1948 is that particular year. Till now what we have seen, first of all we have seen about Poison Act, which is of 1919. I hope it is visible, my screen is visible. Let me go down. Poisonous Act of 1919. Then we talk about Drug and Cosmetic Act of 1940. Then we talk about Pharmacy Act of 1948. And this is the fourth act which we are talking about, Factories Act of 1948. You can see the year are getting increased. Okay, so you can very well remember it like that. Got it? Let us go for the next riddle. And here it starts. Work all day, then earn your share. Earn share. This is the keyword. Work all day, then earn your share. I make sure your pay is fair. No one can cheat or pay too low. With me around, your rights will grow. Can you name this particular act? Can you name this particular act? Yes, now Vishwa, you are correct. Work all day, it is talking about working. Then after working, the earning sector, pay is fair. That means this act is somewhere related to the pay structure in the industry. And which is that particular act which related to the pay structure? It is our wages. We also talk about wages. Yes, Raj, correct. No, DPCO is not one. Wages. It is talking about wages for the worker. Okay. I make sure your pay is fair. Okay. And no one can cheat or pay too low, because there is a minimum wages act. There is a minimum wages. You must ensure that you are qualifying for those wages. Like industry or the manager or the owner must ensure that every worker will get that particular minimum limit of the wages. You cannot go below this, because this provision has been given in the Minimum Wages Act. With me all around, your rights will grow. Yes, it will support you. In the sense, it will support the worker. It is talking about the Minimum Wages Act, the same year of formation, 1948. So till now, you have seen three acts. Okay, you have seen three acts which is from 1948. That is Pharmacy Act for registration, to become a pharmacist as a registered pharmacist. Pharmacy Act to have the provision. Then we have seen Factories Act, and then we have seen Wages Act. Okay, do remember 1948, all these three acts. 1919 Poisonous Act, and then 1940 is the Drug and Cosmetic Act. Till now, you will be clear with the years. Let's go for the next one. Next says that, and I am sure you will not be able to decode it. You will not be able to decode it. I am telling you for sure. Factories rises and pharma grows. With me, the nation's industries flows. I guide the growth, the rules I set to balance profit with safety net. I will not give you so much time because it is very difficult to decode it. But still, if you can, then you can try at least. Factories rise and pharma grows. It is talking about overall nation, okay? Factories, that means it is talking about overall nation. From the Indian perspective, overall Indian manufacturing perspective. With me, the nation industries grow. Here is the keyword. Next is I guide the growth, the rules I set to balance the profit with safety net. Yes, Ansari, I'm shocked that you people know. Very well done. Very well, accurately answered. Yes, Bankaru, correctly answered. You also answered very correctly. It is talking about the Industrial Development and Regulation Act of 1951. Yes. See, industry, then growth, then profit, safety net. These are the keyword, and based on that, you can very well define what are the objectives. Okay, so Industrial Development and Regulation Act of 1951 is this particular act. After 1948, we have moved to 1951. In 1951, we got this act, that is Industrial Development Act. This act foresee the industrial growth over the India. What all factors will contribute toward the growth of our nation? There are some important factories. There are some important sectors in all the some industrial sector which are important for the growth of a nation overall. So all of them are under the control of this Industrial Development and Regulation Act. It work overall for the growth of the nation. Okay, you just have to know this much only. Next, let us move towards next thing. Cure. Now this is very interesting. I am telling you, and you people will answer it very. I am ensuring that everyone will answer it. Cure baldness or cancer in a night. Cure baldness or cancer in a night. I ban such ads, no matter their might. False hopes and trick, I throw them away. False hope and trick, I throw them away. So only true healing sees the light of the day. Only true healing sees the light of the day. Can you people answer this? Let me see top 3 to answer it. Cure baldness or cancer in the night. I ban such ads, no matter their might. False hopes and tricks. Yes, I throw them away. So only true healing sees the light of a day. Yes, Raj Purohit, Bhavani Singh, correct. Ansari, correct. Ehsan, I think. Krishna, correct. Then is Bankuru, correct. Tejashri, correct. Purni, correct. Teju, correct. It is talking about the Drug and Magic Remedy Act. Now see, in riddle itself you will get the hidden meaning of it. Baldness and cancer, these are under Schedule J. Schedule J. This particular thing which is claiming, this is the false claim. It is a false claim, it is a false advertisement. Nothing, no disease like cancer could be cured in a night. It is a false hope given. And this particular act bans such kind of advertisement, whether it is related to curing any drug, curing any disease which is not able, which a drug may not purport to cure. Next thing, it also ban what? The healing practices or which is related to the magical remedies. Mantra, Kavach, Talisman, you must have read about it. And 1954 is that particular year. I think you are not visible with this year. So it is 1954. Do remember this thing. Drugs and Magic Remedy Act of 1954. We have seen Industrial Act was 1951. Now it is 1954. Drug and Magic Remedy Act. They have a control on the advertisement. You cannot advertise anything. Okay, this is not under your legal practice. You cannot advertise anything, whatever you need. There are some restriction. You must follow it. Without following this restriction, you are not able to advertise anything. Okay. Although my video will be gone, but try to hold on. Okay. Yes. I know this will not be the way that directly asked, but this I am doing it to for you people to remember the objective in the trickier, not a simpler way. Maybe it might be interesting because jurisprudence is always kind of boring for some people. They don't like to remember the year, the act, all those stuff, and that's why I tried this way, Vishwa. You will get directly the option, but still you must also recall this, right? Next question is talking about next act. Let us see which act it is. Add chalk to milk or brick to spice, and you will surely pay the price. I'll test the food from field to plate to keep your safety up to date. Can you get me the see? Can you let me know the act? And apart from this act, I am also telling you, if I directly go for the acts and directly go for the year, direct act and direct year, then it may not be very. It might have been a normal lecture with all the acts written and with all the years written. I will go through all the acts. You will go through all the years. There is no interaction. There is no as such remembering purpose. Okay, you might feel it very boring. That's why I thought there could be something new I should try so that you people also could get interest while learning something. Any type of question can come. You just see in this the lecture with today the lecture top title is all the acts with the ears. So I am just ensuring that you remember all the acts with their ears. Okay, so this is what the aim or motive is. Yes, thank you, Vishwa. Can you please now tell me? No, add chalk to milk or brick to spice. Can you understand what it is written? And you will surely pay the price. I test the food. Here is your trick. I test the food from field to plate to keep your safety up to date. Yes, somewhat correct. Let me show you the answer. Drug Price Control Act is all about price. Here, nothing mentioned about the price. You will pay the price in the sense you will this particular act will make sure if you are breaching any particular provision of act, then you will have to pay the price in the sense you will have to face the consequences of that particular thing. You will have to face the consequences. Let me unveil it. This is about Prevention of Food Adulteration Act of 1954. Let me shift myself a bit. Now it is correct. Okay, it is, see, you can see adding chalk to milk or adding brick to spice. It is all about the adulteration which is happening, right? It is all about the adulteration which is happening. I will make sure that means this particular act prevents such kind of adulteration, that is Prevention of Food Adulteration Act. Same year, the year of Drug and Magic Remedy Act 1954, same is the year 1954. Both of them, you must remember, Prevention of Food Adulteration Act of 1954 is there, which ensure the safety of food. Okay, which ensure the safety of food, which ensure that there is no kind of adulteration which can harm a normal public or human life. Understood? Next, let us move. Before moving towards another section, let me ensure you get the good information about it. There is a GDC Prime batch which is going to GDC Prime batch. New batch is going to start for 2026 and 2027. That is, the prices have been given here and starting from 29th of June. Okay, 29th of June is the date from which it will be getting started. Sorry, I think there was a issue. I got disrupted. Prevention of Food Adulteration Act of 1954. I think last slide was not visible. 1954 is the act year. 1954. It is the same year we see about the Drug and Magic Remedy Act. Same is the year for the Prevention of Food Adulteration. If anybody wants to join this Prime batch, they can very well inquire on the number given below. And it is starting from 29th of June. All the things are available. You can ensure and get a call and find out the course which is for your favor. Next is about if food or drug are priced too high or vanish fast from the public eye, I step in to control and say supply must last in a fair way. If food or drug are priced too high or vanish fast from the public eye, I step into control and say supply must last in a fair way. What is this particular act talking about? There is a price factor which is high in the food. Next, it vanishes, in the sense some kind of hoarding has been done in this particular act. Next thing, I step in control and say supply must last in the fair way. It is talking about the ethicality. No, not drug price control order. It is talking about, no, it is talking about Essential Commodity Act of 1955. Okay. Essential Commodity Act then got converted into DPCO. That is another story. It has been converted into DPCO, but you also remember the Essential Commodity Act year, that is 1955. This was the first act which controlled the prices of the drug, and then it was converted into DPCO. That also controlled the prices of the food. Okay, so DPCO is the latest one, but before DPCO, it was Essential Commodity Act, which check the hoarding of any hoarding, if anybody is doing hoarding of food grains in kind of and causing scarcity and causing scarcity in the market. That's why, to control all those factors, Essential Commodity Act came into picture, and hence it see all the provision related to this thing. Okay. Next is medicines or scent with alcohol blend. I watch where duty starts and end. Pay your tax before you sell, or you may face the legal bell. This is very easy. I must see who will be giving this correct answer. Medicine or scents with alcohol blend. I am sure that you people will be answering. I watch where duty starts and end. Pay your tax before you sell, or you may face the legal bell. It is talking about alcohol, duties, taxes. Can you tell me? Yes, Ansari, correct. Vishwa, also correct. Yes, it is all about Medicinal and Toilet Preparation Act, because in that act only we have seen what thing? We have seen that it talks about the alcohol containing drug and cosmetic, alcohol containing drug and toilet preparations, okay? And whenever you use alcohol in any of your manufacturing thing, then you must also pay the duty which is applicable, where to pay, then which are the excise commissioners to have a look on you that you are not illegally using the alcohol which has been used for manufacturing of the toilet preparation. All those stuff will be dealing with this particular act, and this is the Medicinal and Toilet Preparation Act of 1955. Okay. Essential Commodity Act was again 1955, Essential Commodity Act, and Medicinal and Toilet Preparation Act again 1955. Do remember this thing. Next, let us move a bit fast, or else we will be not completing this topic. Next is write a book or draw a chart. I make sure no one steals your art. Very easy, okay? Write a book or draw a chart. I make sure no one steals your art. Ideas are yours, protect them tight. With me, your work stays in the right. No one steal is one keyword, protect is one keyword, and your work will stay right. Which is this particular act? Yes, correct. Easy one, easy to go. Everybody given the correct answer. It is talking about the Copyright Act, not Patent Act. What is Patent Act? It is all about the thing which is innovative, creative. In this thing, it is talking about book, and book comes under the artistic, books come under the literary work. Okay, it comes under literary work. It comes under, then apart from literary work, all musical work, literary work, all of them comes under the Copyright Act, and that's why they have told this is about the Copyright Act of 1957. So do remember, Copyright Act controls the literary work, the artistic work, the musical work, all those things has been protected by the Copyright Act of 1957. Understood? Patent Act, we will see the Patent Act once it will come. But for now onwards, you can remember it is a Copyright Act, not Patent Act. Okay, it is Copyright Act because books comes under not copyright. Books comes under copyright, not under Patent Act. If you are publishing any book, so you will see, even though you are using the GDC book will be having that copyright is not allowed. Something has been written in the first page. Have you ever seen no copyright kind of? There is one statement. no copyright could be allowed or copyright prohibited, something like this has been always written in every book. Or legal proceeding could be happened. Copyright, and see, let me show you if I am able to. Can you see the copyright wala thing? It is written here. So in everything, when we talk about book, even if you are publishing the book, then it will come under the copyright and not under patent act. Next is, let's go quickly, testing drugs on tails and paws. Okay, again, think very properly. Testing drugs on tails and paws, not specific tails and paw, must obey my noble laws. Tails and paws must obey my noble laws. I guard all creature, big and small. I guard all creature. Do remember this particular word. I guard all creature with rules of kindness for them all. With rule of kindness, all creature, tail, paw, testing. Can you let me know which act it is? Which act it is? Can you please let me know? Yes, correct again. Vishwa, correct. No, not ethics. No. Ansari, correct. This is talking about the Prevention of Cruelty to Animal Act. Okay. Prevention to Cruelty to Animal Act. The year is 1960. Do remember the year is 1960. So this particular provision ensure that there is no cruelty or no unnecessary pain given while experimenting on any animal, whether that animal is big, whether that animal is small. You have to obey all the laws. Okay, you all have to obey the laws which is given in this particular Prevention to Cruelty of Animal Act. Ensure that no animal is inflicted any unnecessary pain, any mutilating without necessity. All this provision comes under this. So act which govern the experimenting animal. This is this particular act, the Prevention of Cruelty to Animal Act of 1960. Okay, CPCSCA is the community. Okay, CPCSCA is the committee which ensure this particular act provision is followed. This is not an act, but CPCSCA is a committee. Rohit, okay. Next is, bugs and pest may threaten yield, but I make sure spray are sealed. Safe to use and rightly tagged. With me, no crops are ever snagged. Bugs and pest may threaten yield. Okay, bugs and pest is one keyword. I make sure sprays are sealed. Safe to use and rightly tagged. With me, no crops are ever snagged. This is the act of. Can you name it? Can you name which act it is? Let me show you. It is all talking about the Insecticide Act of 19. Yes, correct. Insecticide Act of 1968. Okay. Insecticide Act of 1968 ensures that your field are protected from any kind of bug or pest. Okay. You just have to spray the insecticide. What all provision might be coming under the insecticide will be under this provision. It is not talking about consumer at all. Next, let us go next. Please, before moving towards the next act, I want one thing. If you people could do one thing, just one thing, after this lecture got over, you will get directly the recording will get available. So can you please people go and comment? Can you please people go and comment on the recording? Not here, not in the live chat, because these live chats are disabled after the recording is available, right? So can you please go and comment on the recorded session, how you like the lecture, and like overall your overall your comments. Okay, I need to see your comments. I have to check whether what all things in the next lecture I could do. I just generally want to gamify this particular act and provision. So kindly, please, if you get the time or you get, if you wanted to, please go and comment in the recorded session. I will see each and every comment. This motivates us. Okay, if you understand, this motivate us for getting more such kind of things. Next is, when life inside begins to grow, I ensure her rest and pace still flow. Leave and care for the mother's grace. I guard her rights in every place. When life inside begins to grow, I ensure her rest and pace still flows. Leave and care for mother's grace. I guard her right in every place. This is act which talk about mother. and indirectly it is talking about the, yes, Vishwa, definitely. This is talking about Medical Termination of Pregnancy Act, or Maternity Benefit Act is also the one you can remember. Maternity Benefit Act or Medical Termination of Pregnancy Act. But Medical Termination of Pregnancy Act is in 1971. This is talking about Maternity Benefit Act. So this riddle specifically talking about Maternity Benefit Act. After getting like the mother, after getting pregnant, what are the provision, what are the benefits you will be getting? All this act will be under the Maternity Benefit Act. When I talk about Medical Termination of Pregnancy Act, which is in 1971, this Medical Termination of Pregnancy Act ensures that the rights are properly reserved for there is no kind of illegal abortion could be done if there is a lunatic person, or if there is humanitarian aspect which is involved, and abortion is must and necessary. So all the provision that should be followed so that the illegal abortions could be stopped, which will harm the mother's life, that is ensured in this particular Medical Termination of Pregnancy Act. If you are not required to remember this Maternity Benefit Act, you just remember the Medical Termination of Pregnancy Act, which sees many aspects: health aspect, humanitarian aspect, eugenic aspect. So whether any illegal abortions are happening or not, so that it could curb those abortion and maintain the health of the uh, that major person, right? So Medical Termination of Pregnancy Act 1971 is that act, right? Next is, now here you can say which is this act. If you invent, if you invent a healing blend, I make sure your rights won't end. Exclusive hold for 20 years. Exclusive hold for 20 years. Protect your brainchild from your peers. You will be getting this particular act, sure, because it is telling this is kind of invention. This particular act makes sure that your rights are there. These rights are exclusively, you are holding that right for 20 years. That means the term period is also given. 20 years of term period is getting in this particular act, and this is your brainchild, in the sense it is your innovation. This innovation has been come from your mind, and you are protecting this from your peers or your colleagues, which is this act. Yes, correct. Somnath, Ansari, Rajpurohit, Padmavati. It is about the Patent Act. Okay, it is about the Patent Act of 1970, where all the invention which is new or novel invention, which has industrial applicability, all those invention are protected, and you are the exclusive owner. That means your invention, you have all the right, whether how to use, where to sell, what to do, what not to do. It is all about you, and you will handle this particular thing. So it was Patent Act. Next act is Too Much of Me. Now, very interesting act. Too much of me and minds may sway. Too much of me and minds may sway. So I am tightly checked every day. Opiates, cannabis, drugs with power. I keep them in lawful tower. Very easy, directly written in the riddle. Still you can answer what it is talking about. Too much of me, in the sense if you are going in excess, then your mind will go away. Yes, correct. I am tightly checked. These regulations are very tightly checked. Okay, the regulations of this act are very tightly checked so that they are not used in the illegal way. So opiates, cannabis, all those drugs comes under the act of this, or comes under the tower, lawful tower, in the sense comes under the provision of this act. And yes, you all people are very correct. It is talking about NDPS, that is Narcotic Drug and Psychotropic Substance Act of 1985. Okay, Narcotic Drugs and Psychotropic Substance Act of 1985 is that act which control all the narcotic, all the drugs which having the property, or that euphoric property. Okay, which have the euphoric property, which have the habit forming properties. All those drugs, all those substances are under those act, and this act is very tightly regulated. Okay, very much tightly regulated. Next act, can you tell me, if chemist cheats or give wrong pills, I step in with legal skills. To protect the buyer, I stand tall, ensuring justice for one and all. Can you tell me, if chemist cheat and gives wrong pill, I step in with legal skill. To protect the buyer, I stand tall, ensuring justice for one and all. It is not specific to chemist shop only. It can be related to any shop. Okay, but here if we are studying from the pharmacy perspective, so I have given chemist here. Or else you can also ensure it could be yes. Tejashri, correct. It is talking about that particular act only. It is the Consumer Protection Act of 2019. 2019 is the year. I am Consumer Protection Act is the one which protect the consumer, and 2019 is the latest amendment year. Okay, I don't think it is the establishment year. Let me check it once only. It has been, yes, earlier it was 1986. Okay, earlier it act was 1986. Do remember the year was Consumer Protection Act of 1986. After that, it has recently replaced this by 2019. Okay, recent amendments, recent changes has happened, but you have to remember the original act. It was from the 1986, or if 2019 is given in the option, then you can very well choose 2019 also. Okay, there is no worry as such. So, Consumer Protection Act protect the consumer for all the cheatings which you feel that you have cheated in certain way. You can very well go to the consumer protection. You can very well apply through the Consumer Protection Act. Right? 1986 is the year of formation. Recently got amended in 2019, and the changes have been applied by that way only. Next, to teach pharmacy or tech with pride, I am counsel in on your side. Approve your college course and staff. Without my nod, your dream won't last. Okay? To teach the pharmacy or tech with pride, I am the council. It is talking about any council. So, is there any act which talks about council? Remember, on your side, approve your college course and staff. Without, see, college as well as course as well as staff. Without my nod, your dream won't last. It is talking about which act? It is talking about, yes, Ansari, correct. It is talking about AICTE Act of 1987. Okay, All India Council for Technical Education. It is All India Council of Technical Education. That is short form as AICTE. This was in the year of 1987. Okay, this was in the year of 19. Oh, sorry. I think I got disconnected again. See, State Pharmacy Council and that Pharmacy Council, Central Pharmacy Council, State Pharmacy Council, they are under Pharmacy Act. Here we are talking specifically Act. You just have to mention the Act. There is no as such council or other particular provision. So it is talking about which Act? It is talking about All India Council for Technical Education Act of 1987. More 5 acts and you are done to go. A symbol, a name, or a catchy line. I protect your brand, your business sign. If others copy what you have made, I make them stop. You have got it trademarked and paid. Very well, given in the line itself that it is a symbol, maybe it is a name, or it is a catchy line, whatever it is. This particular act ensure that you get all those right. Okay, you get all those right, and it is your brand or anything, any logo, any brand. This is protected under this act. This is Trademark Act of 1999. Trademark Act of 1999. Yes, it is talking about Trademark Act because it stops others from copying your innovation of logos, names, symbols, any catchy lines, whatever it is. It has been protected under this Trademark Act. You got the trademark and hence nobody can copy this. Next, can you see a look, a shape, a visual style that took your effort all the while? I guard the outer stylish face so no one else can steal your grace. A look or a shape, this is the keyword, look or a shape or a visual style that took efforts, that you have put in efforts for this. I guard the outer and stylish face and so no one else can steal your grace. This is again one act. Which is that particular act? Can you name it? Remember any act for this? Have you remember any act? Those people who have not liked the session, kindly like the session. Your likes are directly proportional for our efforts. Okay, the more you like and comment in the recording as well as in the life, and like that will directly, yes, this is about Design Act, that is directly proportional to our motivation. It is talking about the Design Act of 2000. Design Act ensures that any look, any shape, any design are protected under the Design Act, so nobody can steal it. Okay, so this is Design Act of 2000. Do remember this thing. Design Act is the correct answer. My photo is not working, or what happened? Yes. Now, next thing, want to know how system run? I bring truth out in the sun. No secrets in the public sphere. Ask and know. I make it clear. Which act is this particular act? Can you let me know? Which act is this particular act? Can you let me know? Again, a request, kindly after this session ends, please go on the comment section, whichever is available in the recording, not in the live comment now. Please go on the comment section and do comment. I am waiting for your comment. I'm desperately waiting for your comment to see whether my experiment has been worked or not in your favor or not. Okay, whether you like anything, any particular aspect you want to mention, that yes, I loved it, whatever thing you must be grateful for, I am also grateful for your comment. Do comment definitely. This particular thing is talking that it is talking about truth. There is something about truth. There is something that there is no secret in the public sphere. Ask and know, I make it clear. That means it is talking about information. Right to Information Act. You can ask, you can know. Right to Information Act of 2005. In the sense, this act ensures then you can ask what information is your right, your fundamental right to ask for any information from any government official which comes under this particular act. Got it? So, want to know how the system runs? That is the system, the governmental system, any system. You can ask based on the Right to Information Act and you are good to go. So, this is all about truth. No secrets lies here because Right to Information Act is an open act. You can ask for any information, whether it is a bank, personal, anything. If you have got this right has been you got it from this Right to Information Act of 2005. Next. Second last question, second last riddle. What's on your plate must meet the grade or face the rule that I have laid. From farm to fork, I take the command with standards strong across the land. Plate, grade, farm to fork. That means it is something which is related to food. It is something which is related to standard. Can you remember food and standard? Can any act is related to this? Food as well as standard. Can any act is related to this? Do you remember any act which is related to this? What's on your plate must meet the grade or face the rule that I must lead. Any act you, yes, correct. Ansari, correct. Mr. Ansari. That is, it is talking about the FSSAI, Food Safety and Standard Authority of India. Food Safety and Standard Act of 2006 is this particular act which ensures that all the food, okay, all the food grade food should be under the given grade, okay. All the food should follow all the grades, all the provision of this act to ensure safety, to ensure that the standards has been maintained, uniformity has been maintained for all the good qualities. So this act ensure Food Safety and Standard Act ensure the safety and standard given in 2006. And for today's lecture, the last riddle for you all people, let me know. Essential drugs are at prices fair. I stop the loot, I truly care. Generic or brand, I cap the rate. I cap the rate. For public health, I regulate. Very easy, you will definitely get it. It is telling essential drug at prices fair. I stop the loot, I truly care. Generic or brand, I cap the rate. For public health, I regulate. Can you people answer? Yes, now you are truly correct. It is talking about DPCO, that is Drug Price Control Order because in drug price control order itself, we talk about prices, we talk about generic or branded drug have a ceiling limit, the ceiling prices has been set by the government so that no prices could be overwhelmingly very high. So this is all about DPCO Act of 2013, which regulates or which have the cap or which have the ceiling on the prices. No company for the profit purpose can set the price very high so that a layman cannot get the essential drug. So that's why this act ensures the prices are very fair, the prices are under the control. Every human has the right to take those medicines, those drugs, and the essential needs has been declared by the Act. So this was all about today's lecture of acts and their years. I really hope that you like the way of today's lecture, and I am waiting right now here itself for your comments. Ending the stream, waiting for your comments. Let me see who all people can comment on it, and waiting for your great comment. Thank you so much. We'll meet anytime soon with another kind of thing. Apart from riddle, we'll try something else also, which will be in your favor for better remembering things, the objectives, and all those things. Yes, thank
కిటికీలు ఏమన్నాయి కిటికీలే లైవ్ క్లాస్ పెడతారు